Hey guys, and welcome back to South of Midnight. When we last left off, we'd just been dropped off by our friend Catfish, because apparently his gills are filling up with large quantities of pig muck, which probably is not that great, to be honest. Anyway, looks like we're hoofing it along on foot for now. So, come on Hazel, let's get cracking, shall we? We've got a lot to do in this chapter. Start off by squeezing through, bumping into an old friend.
Is that from our house? Crouton? I never thought I'd be so glad to see you. You're the only thing I have left of my mama. Until I find her. Which I will. What the? I don't believe this. And this ain't even the weirdest thing I've seen today.
I guess you didn't like being lost and alone either, did you?
Maybe you could help me. You can scooch into small spaces I can't.
I actually like Crouton, he's pretty cool, adds a little bit extra flavour. So essentially we can just spawn him and we can use him to get into small little cracks. We can also use him in combat, and it's quite interesting. He will actually possess an enemy, so the enemy fights for us, becomes an ally. It doesn't last very long, but it's pretty cool. Anyway, we now have Crouton, so we might as well upgrade. When Crouton's control ends, it sets off a strand blast. Yep. So that's actually a really nice little upgrade. Unfortunately, with a lot of our abilities in combat, the cooldown on it is really long, but you know, it's fine. So, first collectible, or first readable. Be careful with pieces of yourself. Dispose of things like clipped hair and nails with knowledge that they can be used for both good and evil. Giving the borrowers somebody's hair can be used for a love spell, or even to cause chaos in their life. The body holds power, even when separated. We're hearing a lot about these borrowers, but we still haven't heard much about them.
Hey, but I bet you could squeeze in there for me.
Yeah, we can go in there. Come on, Crouton. Time to earn your keep. So these burrower tunnels, the mysterious burrowers that come out and cause mischief. Now this is where they reside, apparently. Looks like their little burrower land has become fouled. That's okay, we can cleanse this. You better believe we're going to be using Crouton quite a bit going forwards.
But useful.
Hey, Crouton's not weird, he's cool, man. But we can also spawn him to examine rock piles like this. And again, we only get like 5 floofs from those, and I believe all of them are 5 floofs. So it's not great, but, you know, 5 floofs is 5 floofs. Anywho, let's explore this area. Sheriff Willie. Sheriff Willie is in town. We are getting some horrible stutter here. Stutter that wasn't present before. Whatever. Right, come on, Crouton. Get in there, brother. Go and work your magic. Bring me floofs. Souls. Cotton souls. Yes. Cheers, buddy. Now, what else have we got here? Alligator petting zoo. Come see the albino gator. I've probably seen enough gators for a lifetime. Just saying. Man, this place is toast, isn't it? Oh, there's a goat. Hey, goat. Goats. We like goats around these parts. Over here we have some more floofs. I think we're good. Easy does it. Oh, there's some alligators. Ooh, there's multiple alligators in this water. Yeah, probably don't want to be dropping into that then. No matter. Now, one thing we can do as well is we can use Crouton as a throwable object, which is curious. We're not going to worry too much about it. Yeah, we can use him to disable things. Think of him as like a portable throwing rock that we always have access to. Bit strange, because, you know, he's our friend and all that, but, you know, he's got to earn his keep, I suppose. So we do that by holding down the trigger, or the bumper, I should say.
That hurricane really made a mess of things.
Uh-huh. That it did. That it did. Actually, is there any information on Crouton? Collection. Pretty sure there is. Lore. There we go. Creatures. Is he a creature? World? Really? We don't get a little bit of information on Crouton? That's unfortunate. Huh. Right. Well, anyway, let's continue, shall we? So, I don't know why the bloody mouse stays on the screen. It's really annoying. So, we're going to need your help again, Crouton. Yeah, Crouton loves going into small spaces. Also, where does he disappear to? That's what I want to know. These are the important questions, Hazel. Alright. I'm assuming he's just sitting in her pocket. Yes. Yes, that'll do. Alright. Let's explore. I think, yeah. Ooh, Jesus. Didn't even see that. Let's go. Ooh. And grab some more floofy boys. Souls 20. My. Oh, God. Yeah, see what I mean when I say these things? Oh, dear. What just happened there? We may never know. And why did we respawn? Anyway, this game does have its fair share of jank. Absolutely. Like, just what happened there? I would like to say that's rather unique. Yeah, we will. I'd like to say there's a you know, unique and rare that something goes a bit ski-whiff in this game, but no. Anyway, let's go grab these. Yoink. Yum, 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 yum. No, we can just jump over there. I'm trying to remember if there are some more goodies. I mean, there's definitely some more goodies. Up here. Right, there we go. Let's get over. Hey, Tuto. I don't think he's trying to be slick, Hazel. He's literally advertising himself to us. Man, he's a big boy. Alright, well.
I'll get you over there.
Yes, we can.
I think he's enjoying that a bit too much.
I think he's loving life. I mean, Hazel, he's just been left to go mouldy in a load of water. So I think now that he's reunited with his mama and being useful, I'm pretty sure he's happy. Now, before we move on, there is a sneaky floof pile to find just up here. Right, souls. Now, I had to look that one up because that was really frickin' sly. How and some of these floofs going forwards are so sneakily hidden. It's kind of crazy. We've got a vending machine there. Curious. I believe we're up to date. This feels like a point of no return, though. Damn, look at that. Auntie Bells. Look at these statues. These look wicked. Oof, there's lightning in there. Man, this place. Certainly seen better days. Right, let me check my notes 1 second. Right, cool. All up to date so far. Now, let's go and deal with this. If we can get rid of the bloody mouse. Cool. This place is completely infested. Right, let's start taking you out. You know, we could actually use our new ability. Let's get one of these guys on my side. Yep. Yep, and that is probably the only really useful ability, to be honest, apart from the weakening spiderweb style attack that we've got. Because he really does some decent amounts of damage. But as you can see, doesn't last super long, unfortunately. But, you know, it really can help when you're completely overwhelmed by haints, which is certainly something that does happen. Sort of like we're getting now. I mean, we're not uber overwhelmed yet, but you can see things are getting messy. The combat, when there's a lot of enemies especially, does get intense. And this game, like, if you're not paying attention, the enemies will mess you up really quickly. But that's good. That's what we like. We like it when they resist, because it makes it all the sweeter when they inevitably go down. Right, it looks like we've got a shot coming in. Yeah, they are really difficult to actually direct back at the enemy, just because you have to be pretty accurate in looking at the shot that's coming in, and then you have to use the ability just at the right sort of angle to actually knock it back at them. In fact, it's so awkward and rare to do, it's almost not even worth it. Which I think is how I see a lot of the mechanics in this game. There's quite a lot of combat mechanics that you can use in the fights, but most of them just aren't actually worth it at all. So it's a bit odd.
Two-toed Tom wasn't always a giant alligator. He started out as a pet of old Farmer Swope's, who'd starve his own kin so they'd behave. Tom's trouble began when Jolene Swope started ironing. Old Farmer Swope knew it was a matter of time before she'd run away.
That was Preacher Jolene from way back.
So Preacher Jolene's dad was a bit of a monster who, for some reason, had an alligator as a pet on a chain and a rope. Yeah, I'm sure nothing bad could come of that.
Right over there. Folks will be taking shelter.
Yeah, let's go. We go to the church, go see if we can find Jolene. Now, if you remember in the beginning of the game, that was the objective. We were going to go hide out at the church. Instead of going to the really nice, expensive, like, you know, mansion, we were going to go and hide at a flimsy, broken church. But, you know, I guess God will protect us, right? God, I love these statues. I love the scale. Like, everything looks incredible. Like, oof. Not that there's a lot left, admittedly. Alright, let's keep moving. Now, I believe... Ooh, hello. Didn't quite see you there. Let's go and grab some goodies. Some floofy boys. Tasty pig. We fry it all. From skin... What does that say? We fry it all from skin to squeal. I don't know how you can fry a pig squeal, but I'm curious, because piggy is very tasty. I do like me some pork. Come on, stop being difficult. Hazel, remember when I said the controls aren't perfect? Yeah, well, There you go. I'm pretty sure I do want to get on top of that. Or am I? Nah, maybe I'm thinking about the wrong bit. Alright, well, let's get out of here. Boop. Let's keep progressing towards the church. No, you see, I thought that was a floof up there, but I think it's actually a grapple point. This is this can be problematic because you think there are floofs off in the distance, but they're grapple points, which is, I don't know why they didn't make them a little bit more distinctive, but you know, I'm not a game developer, so I am not equipped to answer these questions.
Miss Pearl, she's safe.
Indeed, and thinking about it, I think we've missed. Yep, I think I've missed a collectible that I can't go back and get. Ooh, this is problematic. It's a really bloody easy to miss collectible. If I drop into the water, where does it spawn me? Oof, okay, we might be good. We might be. No, we're not good. Son of a bitch. That's really frustrating. Okay, I'll just have to remember to grab it. It was literally like right in front of us.
Miss Pearl!
Hazel! Oh, thank God.
Here, let me help you inside. How did you get here?
Bo, pick me up in that flat bottom boat of his.
Hazel, where's your mama?
Not with you, Jolie?
Not since yesterday. Folks didn't want her to leave. Some don't trust no one but her. Wait, Lacey never got home?
Oh, baby.
She was late. And then the storm, and then our house in the river, and I wasn't fast enough to catch the trailer.
Baby, breathe. You can't blame yourself for that. Ain't nobody outrunning flood waters.
I thought maybe you got to her before I could.
I'm so sorry, honey. Something big as a trailer would catch at the river bend down yonder. Lacey had friends who could have helped her. Some you might not know about.
Who?
Not my place to tell you if your mama didn't.
Then I'm just gonna have to keep on looking on my own.
Why don't you stay till we get news? You can't just stroll out, not with two-toed Tom on the loose.
You know something about Tom, don't you?
Tom used to be my daddy's pet. Well, no one ever thinks they're serving Satan, but somehow he gets his business done. Folks are still straggling in.
I gotta find Mama.
It's not safe out there, Hazel.
If I was the one missing, she wouldn't stop looking. Take good care of them.
I'll pray for you, Dan. Double, just like her mama.
I have to make my way across this village if I want to keep filling my bottle.
Hurricane shelter. Non-members welcome. Non-members welcome. I like that. Non-mel. Oh, I love it. Organized religion. Anyway, let's go underneath here. I'm surprised they don't put it behind a donation fee. Right. There we go. Yeah, so we essentially just missed a readable that was right in front of us, which makes it more annoying because it's one. I think I missed that first time round as well. But no matter. Okay, there's also a collectible just here. Yep, number 3. I know this ain't exactly biblical, but don't forget to put an iron nail in your garden to keep out those damn burrowers. I forgot to put mine in last spring and they took all my tomatoes. Left a happy little trail right to their hidey hole, knowing that I can't squeeze my big back in there. Cursed things.
Always wondered why Miss Pearl insisted on using real iron nails in her garden beds.
Interesting. So we're on 90. So we've got all of our normal collectibles. all of our floofs. We've got some cotton here. At least it looks like cotton. Shame we can't just harvest all this cotton up, really. Pocket it and, you know. But no, we need magical cotton. Alright. So, that's how we got here. Alright, we shall leave these guys here. Chilling. Whilst we go and actually do something productive. Ooh, almost. Almost. Oh, hello. Is that a snake? That is a snake. What the hell? Where does it go? That is cool. Does he just literally bugger off? I thought he was disappearing. Is that like one of those water snakes? He's just going to disappear into the water. I mean, oh no, he's just gonna just gonna disappear. That's cool too. And we got a cat, kitty cat. He's the real MVP of this whole situation. All right, so directly ahead of us we have another collectible. Babe, how are you sleeping? I've overheard like 6 people say they ain't slept well since Tuesday. That's almost a week. Everyone is having the same dream. Some kind of fog and a feeling of despair. I'm running, but I don't get nowhere. Then it's just empty. I wake up feeling cored out and hollow. Able. Interesting.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's incredibly weird. Well, I guess we're not going to worry about it too much. Anyway, there's some more floofs. I think there's a tin flip around here somewhere. Somewhere. In the garden, maybe? Nope. Perhaps we can get it. Yeah, so something was really, really bad was happening here. Something was certainly in the air, so to speak. Hazel, why you know? No, Hazel, let's get rid of Crouton. All right. I have no idea why she's not. There we go. Now we've got the option to do it. Yeah, remember when I said this game is full of bugs? Anyway, let's not worry about that too much. Right, now, glorious combat. First thing we're going to do is deploy Crouton. Get him working overtime for us. Now, it also seems, actually, when you have an enemy working for you, I think they actually seem to do more damage. I could be wrong, but at least that seems to be the way. Right, let's go get some health because we're having some difficulties here. That was a little bit scary for a minute. You can piss off, mate. Definitely don't want none of your nonsense. Ow, that hurt. Yeah, remember when I said I don't want any of your nonsense? It's kind of not what I meant. I didn't mean spread your nonsense all over me. Okay, cool. Right, you are going down, son. Like so. Excellent. Now, every time we kill an enemy, it does sort of reset our cooldowns, or at least it, you know, makes them go down a little bit quicker. Didn't even see that happening. Beautiful. Give me your soul. Now, we took quite a lot of damage there, actually. Now, unfortunately, you are the last enemy left. Now, you can get a few, like, cheeky hits on these guys if they're possessed by Crouton. However, after a couple of consecutive hits, they will kind of get wise to it and start resisting. Anyway, let's clear this mess and continue. We're also almost out of time here, which is not great, but that's okay. Looks like we've got some floofs up there. Let's go grab those. give me your floofs. I am here for all of them. Let's get rid of you. Ooh, stinky. Stinky mushrooms. At least, son of a bitch. It's actually a somewhat difficult jump to make. Slightly. I don't think I actually got it via this method when I played the first time. Mainly because I think I just jumped up. Ah, yeah, you can just sort of like cheese it up here. I do sort of forget now, but you can sort of like get up that way. It was only when I actually got up there the first time round, I was like, wait a minute. I don't have to do this crazy nonsense. Yeah, there you go. It's, yeah, a little bit easier than going the intended route somehow. But sometimes the game's jank does sort of, you know, work in your favour. Not often, sure, but every now and again. Okay, now there is a tin flip down here somewhere. There you are. Really brutally hidden one, that is. And I think the next one is just over here as well. Hey, rabbit. Don't worry. Ooh.
He's a little close for comfort.
Yeah, just a little bit. You alright over there, Two Toes? We'll be coming for you as soon as we can, mate. Another tin flip. Lovely. Yeah, we're all up to date now. Let us race on through. Straight into the combat. Now, we have a new enemy. It's a slug monster. These things are actually relatively tough. They're quite tanky, but they're not super dangerous because their attacks are somewhat easy to avoid. Now, the trouble with them is not necessarily their attacks. It's the amount of health they have. They're incredibly durable. And they also hide underground. Yeah. Which can be problematic. They do have a nasty area attack as well, because most enemies do. But again, as long as you're vigilant, it is relatively easy to avoid. I forgot they spawned these little larvae, which is certainly suboptimal. Yeah, this combat is getting a little bit intense now. Let's take you over. Ooh, that hurt. Your soul is mine now, sucker. Alright, okay, Crouton. That's it, brother. Keep bringing the pain. Nice. Oof. Caught me off guard there. We are certainly running out of abilities now. Yeah, the push and pull mechanics just don't really do much. Like, they can have, I suppose, some use in combat, but it's not super useful. The only reliable options we have are the Tangle and the Crouton attack. They are very powerful in contrast.
When Jolene moved out, mean old Swopes come round to force her to come home. He starved poor Tom, so that when Swopes rang the dinner bell, Tom went crazy with hunger. Jolene was scared, all right, but she was done being scared of what her daddy was gonna do to her.
That little alligator can't be the same one that's chasing me.
Well, creatures do seem to get twisted with what's going on around here. Hazel, so to be honest, I wouldn't be that surprised.
Bottle's only half full. I might get a better view from the top of Monarch Cotton.
Climb Monarch Cotton. Well, that's our next objective. Anyway, guys, we're on half an hour here, so I am going to save. When we come back, we're going to continue trying to unravel and find out what actually happened to Two-Toed Tom and why he has horrifically mutated out of control. So anyway guys, if you did enjoy this, please don't forget to give the video a like. It really does help me out, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.